very unlikely that the baseball team could do worse. If you listen to us on iHeartRadio from out of state, tell me where you do that. Jared and Kelly listen in Greensburg, Pennsylvania. Alicia's in Ypsi. She's up in Ypsilanti, Michigan. Toby is in Stewart, Florida. Jason's in Vegas. And we got a couple of people in the state of Wyoming. Sarah is in Rawlins, Wyoming, and Scott is in Casper, Wyoming. And I was reading a thing about how the state of Wyoming is going to make a change to their law that will let people run over wolves with their, in the entire state of Wyoming, I think there's under 1 million people. And so there's more land and animals than people. But there is a law in that state that allows people to hit animals with their car if they think the animal will be killed quickly. It's really kind of wobbly, but it's also...
Wait, is this your way of saying I want to move to Wyoming?
It's
because
also...
now that you've got the taste for blood from killing all these animals with your car, you're like, ooh, now I need to do some big game hunting with some wolves. Yeah.
Hey, they ran out in front of my car. I didn't swerve to hit them.
Mm-hmm.
I still got to fix my horn. No, but there was a local case there in Cheyenne, Wyoming, where a guy hit a wolf with a snowmobile and then put duct tape around the animal's mouth and brought it into a bar. And everybody flipped out about this because the thing wasn't dead. He just wanted to make sure it couldn't bite anybody, and then he brought it into a very Wyoming thing to do.
So wait, to like show it off?
Show it off.
Yeah, that's weird.
And so now they're saying, well, we got to tweak this animal cruelty law because there are people out there intentionally running animals over. But they said that you have to make sure that they're probably going to die quickly, which that a person who hits a wolf that survives has to use, quote, all reasonable efforts to quickly kill it. So you have to wonder if there's people just out there looking for local wildlife to hit with their cars. The bill doesn't specify how a surviving animal is to be killed after it is struck. So, my goodness. I don't even know what the analog of that would be in Ohio. Deer, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah.
A lot of wolves in the state of Wyoming. And, people aren't particularly sympathetic to them because there's a lot of ranchers out there, and these wolves, can go ham on a lot of guys' livestock. And so they're not out there. There are some conservation groups focused on wolves, but not as many as, there are ranchers. Like that show Yellowstone. Oh, have you heard about this? Have you heard about the Yellowstone show? I don't know if anybody's really talking about it.
Yeah, it's like Sopranos for Midwesterners or something.
It's Sopranos with hats.
Yeah.
A lot of cowboy hats. I keep trying to get into it. I'm way behind. I know everybody. It's like Game of Thrones. I don't care about that either. But Yellowstone, I was like, well, I'll see if I can get into this, right? I like The Sopranos. I don't mind shows where people have hats. The writing is good. And I think I've gotten through 1.5 episodes of Yellowstone. I'm like, I like Kevin Costner. I like people who are in it. I'm trying to like it.
Hey, if it's not for you, it's not for you.
Yeah, I don't know.
You don't have to like every show.
I don't like every show.
I do like Penguin.
Penguin's good.
Pretty good.
Except they pulled a little switcheroo on everybody.
Oh, they did?
Well, they dropped the first episode on Thursday, and so everybody went back to
but
Thursday.
Sunday
And they go,
nights. Yeah.
Oh, we're going to put them on Sundays.
Yeah, it's a Sunday night show.
Sons of bitches.
Yeah. So I'm going to watch episode 2 tonight.
Yeah. Yeah, that Kristen Milotti is foxy, I think.
I love her big, stupid eyes.
Why are they stupid?
I don't know, because they're so big.
Oh, she's got eyes like saucers.
I love them.
She was the mother.
She was the
mother in How I Met Your Mother.
She's in a lot of stuff, though.
Yes. She's in that Andy Samberg movie from a couple of years ago, and she's in a lot of things that are, she's cute. I got money here for you. It is $1,000. Last chance you'll have today. We'll start it all over again tomorrow morning with RMG. But basically, once an hour all day now, you're going to get a crack at this money from the Buzzard bookie. Somebody wins. I hope it's you. Good luck.
This is your chance to bet with the Buzzard bookie and win $1,000 now. Enter this nationwide keyword at WMMS.com. Money. That's money. Enter it now at WMMS.com.
Alan, have you seen this? Mary will be mad.
Oh, great. That's the theme of today. Let's make her puke. Let's make her mad. What now?
Well, it's a post from the CLE Hot Dogs account.
Oh, God.
Breaking hot dog derby news. This was back in June when our buddy Andre Knott supposedly unveiled a mustard cheating scandal.
Uh-oh.
Right? Because now Onion had 28 wins, Mustard had 28 wins, and Ketchup had 24 wins as of the end of the season. And the news at CLE Hot Dogs, their account is Mustard's representation has reviewed the video evidence brought forth from Andre Knott back in June. And as a result, all 27 wins have been reinstated.
Oh, come on.
That's what I like to hear.
So they had to go to the tape.
I don't
It was the
see
tail
this.
of the tape. So the regular season ends with Mustard in the middle, tied with Onion for wins.
It's the one where Mustard's holding up a
Piece of paper?
piece of paper with the lawyer.
Yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm. CLE Hot Dogs on Twitter. All 27 wins reinstated.
That's what I like to see.
This couldn't go unchallenged. I mean, this could not stand.
I mean, what are you going to do? The season's over.
I know. Andre Knott's looking good, by the way. I haven't...
Gay.
I haven't...
Here you go, being gay again.
Hey, gayest guy ever.
I haven't...
And you know him. That makes it extra gay.
I haven't talked to him in quite some time. I'll just kind of see him on this and that, but yeah, he looks good.
You homosexual!
Well, all right, sir. No, he was, back in the day, he had a couple of LBs on him. He was getting a little, not rotund, but I mean, he looks good. Looks like he's in shape. What's the matter with that?
Nothing's wrong with it.
You homosexual!
That guy calls a lot. Leaves a lot of messages.
I do not like this show. I do not like this show. The Alan Cox Show is very stupid. I do not like this show. It got Bill Squire and Mary Santora are the real stars of this show. But the real reason I do not like this show is because the host, Alan Cox, is a homosexual.
Mm-hmm. Pulls the old bait and switch with me all the time, that guy.
Gotcha.
Yep. He always
No
tries to
one
get me.
could have seen that coming.
Nope. He always tries to get me.
I do not like this show. I do not like this show.
All right. I'm going to put that in my obituary, by the way.
Like that firefighter?
Oh, he comes out at the very end?
Yeah.
Now, I was reading an article with a guy. He goes, it's a good idea. He goes, it sounds morbid. This is an essay that an author wrote in the New York Times. He goes, and it sounds morbid, but he goes, I think it's a really good idea to write your obituary every year.
Man, I don't even
This
look right
girl's
in
been
a
doing
bio.
this girl's been doing it since she was 12, which
Okay.
is pretty morbid, but I mean, listen, some kids are like that, right? But, you write an obituary. You could start it whenever, and then every year you look at it and you tweak it. Newspapers and websites and things, writing and editorial staffs, they have obituaries written for old celebrities way in advance. So when that person croaks, it goes right online. Here's the obituary. So why not regular people? Write your obituary every year. You can add in, it's kind of like an accounting of your life. That's what it's supposed to be anyway. So 1 year you might have something in there. Like, Mary, if you were to write yours, you'd put in all of the accomplishments this year that you think are noteworthy, right? But you might go back the next year and go, well, this one's more important. That one's didn't turn out to be a big deal.
Yes.
Yeah, every year do this. I'm going to start doing this.
Mary
I'm going to write an
Santora.
obituary this year, and then I'm going to write it every year. I'm going to keep it up to date.
Can you read it to us?
Right now. Make it up right now.
No. Like we'll do it like on the last show.
Oh, we have to, like, for real? Like,
Yeah.
take it seriously?
No, like I mean, not. You can do it if you want, but I was gonna say like Alan could.
No,
do
mine's
it.
for when I'm dead.
Yeah, but like you
I
write
ain't
it.
previewing it.
Preview it.
No.
Come on.
Nope. Because it's going to have a lot of racial slurs in it
Hell yeah.
and expletives.
Real Alan comes out.
Mm-hmm.
He's been hiding behind his liberal fake news.
That's right.
when
Fake news.
realistically, he's been a Trump supporter the whole time.
Mr. Cook, last night I dream about you. I love you. You saw my hand. We walked through the garden.
Okay, making fun of me. Mocking me. Yeah. The girl who wrote the article said that a couple of years she skipped. She skipped 2002 because she was in the World Trade Center on 9/11. So she's like, I wasn't in the frame of mind to write an obituary when so many other people died. And then she kind of went on hiatus during the pandemic because she's a single parent. But, it's couch it however you want. Frame it however you need to. What do they always say? You can't appreciate life unless you think about death. Something like that.
No, that's the saying.
Is that what it is?
That's exactly it.
Think about death. Don't forget about death so you can remember to live. Yeah. Write your obit. I mean, I'm not going to have a headstone, so I don't have to worry about an epitaph.
Yeah, you're so gay. You're probably gonna have a butt stone.
BillSquire.com
Funny
for
stuff.
tickets. Yep, funny stuff.
coming up.
Yep. You didn't want to stick with you didn't want to stick with headstone for that one.
I
My
guess,
epitaph
yeah,
is going to be "Who took out my cornbread?" in quotation marks.
I'm excited for it.
Mm-hmm. So anyway, just something to consider. Write your obituary. Nobody is going to know you better than you. Why do you want to leave it? You know, my mom wrote my dad's, and then I had to go through it and kind of
Punch it up.
punch it up a little bit. But I mean, we
Make
had,
it a little funnier.
well, I mean, my dad was, his humor was bone dry. Funny dude, but bone dry.
I like the obituaries where they just kind of go off on people. Well, like, have you ever seen those where they like write
Yeah.
their
Like,
own and they're like,
I would have
"Oh,
liked to. I would have liked to see them do that while they were alive, though.
I've always hated Greg.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? I'm
It's
like,
pretty
hell
toothless
yeah.
once you're gone. I mean, get in there and mix it up. Tell Greg you don't like him. That's like it's salacious when you read them and they're fun, but it's like that's the definition of unfinished business. You're just setting yourself up, Mary, to be a ghost.
A recipe for a ghost.
Yeah, that is a ghost recipe. Unfinished business. I got a break. I'm going to start working on my obituary. Obituary, by the way, added to Sonic Temple next May. I'll have more passes for you tomorrow. $350 all week. Want to send me a text, 35192 here in the break. We'll be back.
The Alan Cox Show on 100.7 WMMS. And everywhere you go on our free iHeartRadio app. This football season, bet with house money with the Buzzard.